Okay guys, welcome back. Okay, something today, and I'm hoping to get on the practice putting green today and show you the little nugget that we found with the belly activation putting. And we overlaid it into pitching the ball. And guys, you'll see when I get down there on the putting green that with the putting, we've got a putter here, and we're going to move the body to move the golf club. But to ensure that the golf club does move without any independent action, what Mr. X did and keyed upon and found was that with the trail arm when we're putting, I'll show it down there, but the whole idea was that once we got in here, and we had shut down shoulders with putting, the same as channel lock, but once we got in here with our opposite lock grip, we jammed this trail elbow into the body and super glued it there. Now what does that do? That means the only way I can move that golf club is to move the body. Yeah, I'm rotating my body to move the golf club. Bobby Locke did that. But Bobby Locke didn't have the total lock-in of the trail arm on the body, and I think that's an extra plus, because we putted like robots down there. It was just, the strike was just amazing, the actual strike, and of course the direction was just beautiful. Now what we found when we came back up here and we were doing some pitching, we said, well, okay, what's the single biggest problem in pitching, 30, 40, 50 yard pitch shots? And that is independent activation of the club head, changing loft and cocking and uncocking ratios. What if we could eliminate all that? And we could. Imagine if I got into a pitching position here, channel lock pitching position. Now if this was in a robot and it wanted to do an arm ball pitch, it would do that. Nothing would move, it would go. Now that's always going to go dead straight because there's no manipulation of the club face. But with an arm ball, you've got separation of the arms from the torso. Yeah. Now if there's separation of arms from the torso, there's a chance they can come in or out. But think about this, guys. Just think about this. What if we could eliminate that entirely? Any of that in or out entirely? Well, we can. If we're going to pitch the ball. Today's wedges are so strong. Every time I look at a wedge, it looks like an 8-iron. They're so strong, especially in these tailors. And they don't change the shape much from the 8-iron to the wedge. In the old days, you could tell if a guy was hitting an 8-iron from 30 yards away just by the shape of the golf club. Okay, so this is what it is with the pitching. We get into our channel lock position, shut down, then we jam this in here, guys. And all we're going to do, that's super glue. All we're going to do is turn the body. Now, if we turn that belly button, the arms have to go because they're super glued to the torso. Just here. We termed it a body ball, whereas the other one's an arm ball. This is a body ball. Guys, the ball goes so straight. Now it's difficult when you first start, the first couple of shots, because there's always this in pitching for most people, unless you get, a high-grade tour player who does, get there like Mickelson. Mickelson would break and block on everything. He'd break and then he blocks, so he's got no independent hand action or wrist action through the ball. But he's the best in the world at that. So the rank and file players don't have that ability. But you can have something that is almost as foolproof as that. And that is, we lock it in here We get our channel lock here, and we just move the belly button. It's like a throw. It's like a throw. Yeah, I feel like this, coming in here, and my navel is throwing my hands. That's what it feels like. It just feels like that. And the hit is just dead flush centre. And where would you hit that shot? Anywhere from, 30 or 25, 30, 40, 50, 55 yards, even 60 yards. I wouldn't do it longer shots because it'll just feel a bit stilted. But if you want real premium accuracy on those critical shots over that distance, this is the way. No question. Just hit one this way. Look at that, guys, and look at the blade, look. What is it? It's a shove. What am I shoving it with? With my my lower core. That's just fantastic. Feels great. It's such a, it's just this. It's a body ball. So we'll call this video body ball pitching. Now guys, what it will really help you with is chipping around the green. How many chips do we see around the green get destroyed because of this? I'm just going to chip it onto the green. You're going to chip it on, we just lock it in. We just turn the body. Look at that, guys, look at that blade, look. What could be easier than that? That is robotic. If you set a robot up, that's how he'd putt. That's how he'd chip the ball. I'll tell you, we did some chipping down there and it was just crazy. Like from 20-foot chips just off the green, every second ball was in the hole. It was just crazy how straight it was. And think about it, if we can eliminate, independent action, all types of stuff. Now all this is, we key on the body rotation. Once we're locked in here, we just rotate the body. Rotate the body. Now everybody teaches with a little chip shot, don't move the body. Just stay perfectly still and just move the arms. When you get that type of shot, well, you'll thin it. So this body ball is applicable from all types of pitching and all types of chipping. I actually hit some bunker shots with it. It's unbelievable because it's so controlled. The cut of sand just take. Now I wouldn't suggest you go and do that, but I did it. But the cut of sand was just ridiculous. How beautifully the cut was and the depth. No gouging. Imagine this with a bunker shot, guys. Look at that trail arm. Look. Okay guys, it's just something else. It's just always something else that we can do. There are always things that we can do in this golf swing. And as I said, a lot of the things, there are probably 20 or 30 different adaptations to channel lock over the last month. But guys, they're options. They're variables that you can apply. I don't want to come to the JH practice team and do the same thing every day. I wouldn't come. I'm an evolution nut. I like to evolve things. I like to explore differentials of change. So, yeah, Guy, they're just a few little things that I think will make a big difference for most people. But try it. We call it body ball. Body ball. Worth a try. It doesn't cost anything to try. Let me know what you think.